Hello, I'm Catherine, and I'm one of the creators of House Guests from Hell, and I'm going to explain to you how to play this amazing board game. This game plays 2 to 6 players, and it can even play up to 12 if there's 2 people to a pawn. So everyone will receive a house guest. So if there's 6 people playing, you'll have 6 house guests in play. So I have Dan here, and Dan believes he's a sensational musician, but is tone deaf and never stops making noise. The wonderful guest you want to have in your house, right? On his card are 3 entertainment destinations that are found on the board. So Dan here has to travel to the Redwood Music Festival, right here, Donut Factory, and he has to go to Mule Rides. So on your turn, you will be drawing 1 dilemma card and 2 solution cards. And what you're going to do is you're going to read these out loud to the other players. You're going to place them face up in front of you. There's no hiding of cards in this game. Everything's face up throughout the entire game. And now you have the opportunity to try to solve your dilemma with one of your solutions. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm going to give you an example of how to solve a dilemma card with a solution. I have a dilemma here that says, your guest, Dan, locked themselves in your bathroom and is now ransacking your toiletries. So there's multiple ways you could solve this dilemma. An example would be you could say, I have a box of beautiful chocolate donuts and I'm going to bribe Dan to come out of my bathroom so that he will stop ransacking the toiletries. If he wants these donuts, he's going to come out of that bathroom. And so now you have to let the other players vote whether they think that's a good scenario or not. Another way you could solve that is, oh look, I have a hat pin and I'm going to pick that lock and get in there and make him stop. Or you can say, when he comes out of that bathroom, I'm going to swat him until he puts everything back that he's taken. So it just depends on the other players, and you've got to sell what you think is going to work. Got to really make it work for you. Another dilemma is your guest got stung on the lip. So that would be Dan got stung on the lip. So rather than playing this game where it's just this happened, make it this happened to this guest, because that's who's in your house, and you have to entertain them while you're trying to solve their dilemmas, and then you're going to dump them at their final destination. So going back to the dilemma at hand, Dan got stung on the lip, so you can use a bonus card, which is found in the solution deck, which is you find a first aid kit in your attic, which could have medicine in there that will help with the swelling. Or you could use $30 of hard cold cash to send your guest out to buy medicine. Or you could say, I have ice, which is going to help with the swelling because I don't have anything else, but in a jiffy this is better than nothing. Or you could have this card here which says medicine. But look, it doesn't say what kind of medicine this is, so this could be used to work your situation right here. See how that works? Think outside the box. You got to try to make it work for your dilemma, and you got to sell it. If they approve your scenario, you get to discard those cards, remembering to keep those in separate piles for later in the game when you have to put everything away. We have 160 solution cards and 80 dilemma cards. You do not want to be separating those decks. In the dilemma deck, we have draw cards. If you draw this card on the first round of play, put it back and draw another card. What a draw card is everyone will draw a dilemma card at random from the person on the right. No peeking. So what you're going to do is you're going to gather up all your dilemmas that you have in front of you, not from the deck, but what you have. And you're going to do something like this, and it's dilemmas to the right and solutions to the left. And so the person next to you is going to take one of your cards, and you're going to go to the person on your other side and take one of their cards, and that's going to go around the table. If you do not have a dilemma card, you are going to draw one from the deck. So that means everyone has a card regardless. On the board, there are special spiral symbols. We have a gold spiral, and if your pawn lands on the gold, you get to take an extra additional solution card from the deck, and you also get to steal one from one of your fellow players. So this is where cards face up throughout the game comes in handy, because you know what everybody else has. And so if you say, oh, look, they have diapers, I need those. If you land on gold, guess what? You can take those. If you land on a black spiral, you now have to discard your guest. Your pawn returns back to start, and you're going to get a new house guest, which will switch up your entertainment destinations that you are traveling to. If you have already acquired tokens from your previous guest, you get to keep those. Remember that you need a total of 3 tokens. So whatever is closest to you, you can go to that and collect your remaining token. Once you have drawn all 3 tokens, you now get to draw from the drawstring bag, which contains a ticket to your Brimstone Oval, which is your final destination. So I have the train station, which is right here. So once you have drawn from this bag, you do not draw any more dilemma cards. No more. What you're going to be doing is solving the ones that you already have. You can continue to draw solution cards because it helps other players as well as any dilemmas that you have left over. So once you get to your final destination with all your dilemma cards solved, you are the winner of this game. So on your turn, you will be drawing 1 dilemma card, 2 solution cards. You're going to read those out to the other players, place them face up in front of you, try to solve your dilemma. If you solve one and it gets approved, you're going to discard that. You can attempt to solve another dilemma if you have any. And there's no rule where you have to only solve one at a time. You can solve multiples. If you can't solve anything else, you then get to roll your dice, moving your pawn in whichever direction you're going in, and you'll know which way you're going based on the destinations found on your guest card. Once you move your pawn, your turn ends, and now it's the other player's turn.